What's up, everybody? Trinity here, and welcome back to the 2nd Street Marvel for today's comic book review. And in this review, I'm going to be talking about cult classic Creature Feature issue number 4. This is being published by Vault Comics, one of my favorite comic book publishers that there is out there, publishing comic books right there, out there in the comic book world. And I gotta tell you guys, I love this book. This book is so damn good. Let's go ahead and get into this before I just go crazy saying how much I enjoy this book. This book is being written and created by Elliot Rawl. I probably mispronounced that. Illustrated by John Bivens, colored by Jerry and Monahan, and lettered by Taylor Esposito. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys those names right there so you can see, because I can guarantee you the people who did this book deserve credit. Guys, this book is excellent. Now, I know there was a series that happened before this one, not too long ago, just last year, called Return to Whisper. I only got, I think, the first. I don't have issue number 1. I don't have issue number 1 on that. But I want to go back and see if I can order it and get it, because it's just good stuff. And I believe it's done by the same guy who is doing this series as well. This Creature Feature is a great book. Basically, what's happened here up to this point is there was this comet that landed in, outside on this farm outside of this little town. It's just like a little town, and this is probably like, maybe late 70s, early 80s. So it really kind of has that feel to it too. I mean, this book, it reminds me of like some like really great B-rated cheesy horror flick back in the day, but not a cheesy one, but like a good one. You know what I mean? Like one of those cult classics. I know, it's so weird. This really reminds me of that. So this comet landed outside of town, and some kids seen it. This one of the characters here in the story, his brother went to stay at his friend's house. They were having like a little sleepover and everything. They were gonna hang out and have a good time. Well, sitting there playing at the house just didn't quite cut it for them. So they all hopped on their bikes and went down to the local lake. And I think they had seen this comet land previously, and well, there's like these creatures that ended up like killing them all. And it's weird because these creatures kind of look like starfish or some, like they look really parasitic. It's really, I don't know, it's really cool. They're really creepy, but they jump inside their mouths and they take them over, and then what happens is the people end up ripping off their skin, and they leave it all behind, and then they're just basically the bones and their organs and stuff running around all crazy, and they're attacking people, and dude, it's nuts. It's nuts. That's all I can say is I love this book. Let me show you some of the art here. So basically what's been going on is they've had this problem. You can see right there in these pictures. They've had these problems with these creatures coming to life. This right here is R.I.P. G Raves. This guy right here. He runs a local radio station. I think it's TV show / radio station. He does all kinds of cool, I don't know. He's just like one of those old school, radio station TV kind of guys, Like he's a little bit seedy. He probably drinks a little too much, and yeah, Anyway, really good stuff. So he ends up holding himself up inside of his radio station because he was trying to leave. He ended up getting attacked by one of these creatures, and so he gets on his CB radio and he's radioing for help. And that's kind of been something that's played, kind of played a part throughout this whole series. In the little CB radios, two-way radios. I don't know. So they're doing that, but. So some of these characters, with the local sheriff, they're trying to figure out what's going on here with these creatures and everything. And the sheriff ends up getting attacked. They end up trying to take him to the local hospital. The hospital's all infested with all of these people who are sick and who have secluded themselves away from the people who have been taken over and by these alien things. Man, I'm telling you, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy, I tell you. I love it. I love it. Look at this. Look at some of that art. Just look at that. Like, I'm telling you, it's just so cool. It's just so cool. I don't know what else to say here. I don't know what I can say here without ruining this for you, or I don't know, or anything like that. But so there's basically this meteor that landed with these aliens, and they're taking over people, and they're sick. They look like slugs, and they jump into their mouths, and they make people rip their skin off. And there's just a skeleton running around all crazy with their eyeballs. Like, they still got their innards though. It's weird. And it's just a skeleton with the innards. Like, and then they're taking over, and it's really been a great story. It reminds me of something like man, I don't know, like some of those old great, maybe even some of those like old movies like The Blob. Remember that? You know, like the old school Blob, not the one from the 80s, like the old school Blob, like stuff like that. That's what this book reminds me of. This book is excellent. I love this series. If you guys aren't reading cult classic creature feature, you want a good horror book? Look no further than Vault Comics' cult classic creature feature. This book is great. I'm not sure what else I can say about this book. I mean, do I need to sell it? Do I need to sell it to you anymore? I mean, check that out. You can see the back there. You can read some of that there. I don't know what else I can say about this book. It's just it's great. It's great. Like for the first couple issues, I was kind of like, I don't know. Then like issue number 3 and issue number 4 have been like bam, like they've been great. Okay, and I'm not saying that issue 1 and 2 were bad. They were just like kind of building the story up, getting it like it seemed to move a little bit slower. But they did exactly what issue 1 and 2 should do. They grabbed me in and made me want to keep reading. And then issue number 3 and issue number 4, I mean, that's just when the fireworks started to go off. I'm not sure if this is going for more than 5 issues. I know the previous series, I believe it was Return to Whisper, only went for 5 books as well. This is one of those ones I wish would go for more. If not, I hope this guy right here, Elliot Rawl, I hope he gets another book just like this that he's going to be putting out on Vault Comics, because this is excellent. Anybody out there at Vault Comics, if you're watching this video, more of this, please. This is awesome. This is right up there with the plot in my book. The plot is excellent. This is just right up there with the other one that I was just got a review coming up on as well, called Mall. Another great one by Vault. I'm telling you guys, if you haven't heard of Vault Comics, you need to go out there, go to your local comic book shop, pick up a title by Vault Comics, and just pick up any title. If they got a number 1, pick up a number 1. If not, just try to jump in somewhere that makes sense. But I'm telling you, Vault Comics puts out some great books. Cult Classic, issue number 4, a great book. I would highly recommend, if you haven't been reading these Cult Classic books, go out and get the creature feature. Go out and read this book. You have no excuse not to. $3.99. Don't gripe. These stories are very worth it. These books are worth it. The art in this book is worth it. I love this stuff. I love it. I love it. Anyway, that's all I've got. Let me know down in the comments below. Have you read Cult Classic Creature Feature? If you have, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you haven't, does this sound like something that you might be interested in? At first, I wasn't really into horror, but I'm telling you, Vault Comics has got me into horror comic books. I'm into it, man. I'm sold. Trinity is sold. That's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the 2nd Street Marvel. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell, all that good stuff. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs down if you like. It's all good. But make sure you share it with your friends and invite them to come hang out with us here on the 2nd Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Get out to your local comic book shop and read some awesome comic books, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.